And then suddenly I heard people knocking on my door. Tung, 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 tung. I was like thinking, hey, my house gated. How come got people knock on the door? Then I opened the door. I saw a few guys and there was some police officers also. Bang, I think somebody broke your gate. Can you check if you lost anything? So I was looking around. Eh, where's my motorbike?
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Between Shifts. I'm Wiro.
I'm Sam.
Right, so we are on the platforms YouTube and Spotify. So right now we are 4 episodes in, and be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow on these 2 platforms, as well as on our TikTok, as well as on our Instagram.
Right.
Okay, so there's this topic that we wanted to discuss a couple of weeks ago. We talked about it. We didn't have the opportunity then. So right now
I'm reading it right now.
I'm breathless, bro. Where am I? Okay, give me a second. Okay, so Sam forwarded me this article that he saw on Mothership, and I was like thinking, oh, this is quite an interesting topic to talk about, because Sam himself has certain
personal experiences
to contribute with regards to this situation that happened, and I have just a small thing that happened to me before with regards to this similar situation. And okay, so the story was that there was this a Singaporean family who traveled to Johor Bahru, JB, driving a Singapore car. So they went to Little Genius. Those of you with small kids may know this place. It's a
baby mall.
It's a baby mall.
Yep.
It's actually just a building lah, but it's like 2-3 stories with all the supplies you need for your kids lah, for your baby, toddlers and all. So they park inside the compound, right?
Inside the compound.
Compound of Little Genius. And Little Genius, right? Just to inform you guys, it's not that far out of JB. It's still within the city centre. So it's still where a lot of Singaporeans still patronize, go and all, right? And then they were not in the car. The car was broken. The glass was broken.
The window was smashed.
Broken into, and they stole
a black bag containing
thermal flask. Is it?
Hot water thermos and AirPods.
Right. So doesn't matter what was taken, right? Although luckily it was just AirPods and nobody got hurt, right? But it's quite, it just kind of like shocked you a bit, because we both go to Little Genius.
We do.
Yeah, we do, right? And I
just came back.
Yeah, he just came back from Little Genius earlier today, and because the place has a security guard.
Yes.
And it doesn't feel like a place where it's ulu, it's quiet and all.
It's
for you
hustling and bustling.
Yeah, especially in the day.
In broad daylight. Yes.
Broad daylight, and it's quite open with a lot of patrons around. So and beyond this story, right, over the years, this is something that happens every now and then. It involves Singaporean cars, especially, because I think that's the best way that they can identify us.
Yep.
Without passport, without cars, without your motorbike, I don't think and how you speak, I don't think Malaysians can differentiate Singaporeans that much, right? So yeah, and also recently there was a shooting.
I think a few days ago, a man was shot in broad daylight at a restaurant, and he was basically he died now.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, in this case, I think it's Malaysian and on Malaysian.
Yeah, probably.
Right? I'm not too sure, but I believe it was a Malaysian and a Malaysian. Okay, I mean, it doesn't involve a Singaporean, but the fact that this happens,
yes,
and still within Johor Bahru itself, where a lot of us go, kind of like feel like, are we safe? Are we not safe?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But this is also not something that is new.
It's not new.
Shooting
Definitely
has happened before.
Happened before,
but we still go. Okay, so we are transitioning from this to because of this as the fundamental topic. So Sam has a couple of
stories,
extraordinary stories, and even when it happened years ago, I went like, wow, you were in the middle of this.
Like
thing that
you couldn't believe it happened to me.
Yeah,
right?
I couldn't believe, because it was like okay. The things that happen feels like a Straits Times kind of story.
Yeah.
and you
And it happened,
the
and
victim.
there was no news about that.
Yeah, but you are the victim.
Yeah.
Not even the side victim or the minor victim. He's the main victim, right? Okay, so we have a couple of stories. I have one very minor one. He has a couple. So let's start with your most least valuable, least dangerous story.
Okay, so I think it was, yeah, it should be during NS. I went to JB riding in with my NS friends. Yeah. And then we went to City Square. So we rode in. We didn't know where to park, so we just found a building nearby and we parked at the basement. So there was a security guard there. But there was a lot of other motorbikes there.
Yeah.
I mean, I back then we were young, we do
Inexperienced.
correct, inexperienced. We didn't know whether that place is safe or not. I mean,
the security guard
correct.
feels like a
feels like a
affirmation that
correct.
there's a
Yeah. So we just park at the basement, and then we told to the security guard, "Hey, bang, we park here." Okay. Then security guard say like, "Okay." Then after that we went to City Square to eat. I think we watched movie. After a few hours, came back. I switch on my bike. As usual, I do some basic checks, and I press my front brake. Why is it so loose? Why is it so loose? Then I check at the front tire. Oh my goodness, my brake caliper was gone, guys.
Bro, I think the security guard was looking at you like, why this guy telling me he's back there?
I mean, I told him in hopes that maybe,
like,
if he see anything or what, just
Why in the world you telling me? But this is not my purview. And then you rode off.
No, okay. So my brake caliper was gone, right? So I mean, if some of y'all you don't ride or anything, brake caliper is the thing that helps with your front brake lah, basically. So since it's gone, I couldn't press my front brake, so I only had to rely on my rear brake. So I was already panicking. I mean, back then I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what to do. Not enough money also. But then with my friends, we went to the nearest motorcycle workshop.
Yeah.
To ask whether they got spare parts or not. Then after that they say don't have lah, because this bike also not very common in Malaysia. Yeah. And then no choice lah. The mechanic say no choice lah, bro. You got to ride back to Singapore with your rear brake only lah. Then after that, okay lah. Bopian lah, no choice.
I mean, you were escorted by your friends lah.
Correct
right?
Escorted by all the other bikes my friends were riding. So
wait, were there no CCTV?
There wasn't. Yeah. Because I mean, it was a basement car park. I didn't see any CCTV there lah. I mean, if not we would have asked, but yeah, there wasn't.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But you made it back with no further
no further danger lah. Because
danger.
it happened when we were not there, so it just happened to be stolen lah.
Right. I mean, in terms of the riding, you got home lah.
In terms of riding, I got home.
And thankfully, at that point of time, you were staying in Bukit Panjang. No,
I was staying in the east.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I rode all the way back with my rear brake only. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, so a lot of I think. All our stories will involve motorbikes. Mine as well. Okay. So one story that I have was that I went in with two friends. A Super 4 and two DRZ. I rode a DRZ, so I believe I was alone. My two friends had partners. Okay. Their girlfriends lah, right? So when we went in, so we, as you all can imagine, we clear the checkpoint, pass by B point, and then the first left, you will go down, and you turn left. It'll be where the CIQ is, right? Alright. The Caltex. I think there was a Caltex last time, right? Oh yeah. So and then after that there was a traffic police. So the traffic police, one of my friends' headlight was not on, so he got stopped. So it kind of like messes up the riding. Our three of us riding. So one was in front.
What time was that?
After the 9.
After 9 p.m.
After 9 p.m. So the front one go already. Okay, and then I'm the middle one. The back one got caught.
Okay.
Okay, so I saw the back one, I slowed down, but the front one go already. Okay, at that point of time we don't use this Bluetooth thingy and all, right?
Yeah.
So Bluetooth helmets or what? We don't speak to each other. We just know we ride together. So behind got stopped. I was slowing down, and then after that, the front one already go off. I was caught. I don't know what to do, right? And then after that, okay, I move off.
So you were still a distance from the last person, right?
Yeah, correct.
That person got caught by the traffic police.
Correct.
You saw, and then you still stopped a distance away.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So after that, okay. So we know where we want to go already, right? Okay. So my friend behind he's a bit more experienced rider. Him and his girlfriend. So I was like, okay, never mind. I go and find
the first guy,
because my first guy is he's a friend whose girlfriend has never entered JB.
Okay.
So I felt that I need to lend a support more than right, so that she don't get traumatized. Unfortunately, I cannot find them.
Okay.
So as I was going forward, suddenly I saw hundreds of mat rempit, bro. They were convoying.
Okay.
Okay, maybe
they were riding also lah, or they were at the side.
It felt like hundreds, but I think maybe it's like 30, 40, 50 like that.
Okay.
But from the back it looks massive, bro. And it turns out, so they were riding, they were not outside.
Oh,
they
were
were riding, right? At first, I did not realize that they were one whole convoy.
Okay.
So I just go. Most of them ride what's it called? Scooters, cup, call it cup chaya. I very nonchalantly, I just go lah, right? Thinking that whole group is just a lot of bikes happen to pass by. So I was on the tail end of the whole convoy. My friend was in the middle of that convoy. So I got to know eventually that when he passed by, I think his girlfriend, because he was with his girlfriend, they moved off from their position.
Oh, to
and
follow
then
them.
They surrounded my friend.
Okay.
Right? And then I was on the tail end of that convoy. I alone, because I was alone, so I feel a bit, I mean, is it better? I think it's better lah. So I was alone rather than with a girl, right? And then after that, I already feel like
unsafe.
Like I got myself into. But then I saw my friend, right? Then after that, I analysed the situation and then I realised that, oh shit, this is like a motor gang. And then after that, but my friend, although his bike, he rode a Super 4, he couldn't like get out.
Yeah lah, because surrounded already.
He's surrounded already. So it happened that somehow, I think probably like 5, 6, 7 minutes later, he didn't go straight to our destination. He managed to enter a highway, and I mean, Super 4 has a good top speed, has a very high top speed, and he managed to siam.
Siam from all of them.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, I mean, they kind of let go lah.
Oh, they kind of let go.
So, and then after that, I go and catch up with him. And then after that, okay, they didn't really concentrate on me much, because I say I was on the tail end, right? So, but I was fearful, because I don't know, like macam like, you know, what was going to happen to the group, right? And because this motor gang, usually they are all Malaysians. My friend was Chinese.
Okay.
The girlfriend is also Chinese, right? So like I was like thinking, wow, like, you know, I don't want people to be traumatized coming into JB, like especially the girlfriend, right? I mean, my friend has years of experience riding, so I think he can anticipate what to do and this kind of thing. But so I was like a bit fearful. But in the end,
but when you were at the tail end, your friend was in the middle of the convoy. Did the rest of the riders know that you were actually friends with your friends?
Bro, they were so huge. So the distance between me and my friend was probably like 60, 70 meters. Okay. So I don't know they established whether we are friends or not.
Oh, okay.
But they certainly established these two are Singaporeans lah, right?
Of course lah.
Somehow I'm not with a pillion, so it doesn't feel like these two friend, you know. I don't know. Maybe they don't establish that. But my bike was a bit loud, so I try not to be too attention seeking. So I mean, if something happened to me, then I cannot help my friend.
Yeah.
Right. So these kind of things. at the end of it all, when we reach our makan destination, so all three of us, the one called TP, me and Fran, we reached already. Bro, the Super 4, the girlfriend, she didn't even know she was she was oblivious to it.
Really?
She was like, huh? Oh, like, I was in danger, like that. So, but I mean, my friend, I think he was man enough, lah. He didn't panic. He didn't say to his girlfriend or what, like, hey, something happening, So he just keep it to himself. He tried to navigate himself.
How long did that happen? For how many minutes?
I think a good maybe 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
But then, like, the Mat Rempes didn't. They were just riding together, but they didn't.
Okay, you imagine
call them or anything.
Wang,
Okay.
those kind
Raving,
of smoke,
raving.
all these kind of things. But I mean, the girlfriend was oblivious to this.
Oh.
Only until I reached, and then we wanted to share the story, tell the story. Then she was like, huh? like okay. So I was like, okay. So
I mean, if you all didn't talk about it, she would have just thought that nothing happened.
Nothing happened. So it was just another night in JB, So yeah, so that was the closest I get to feeling slightly fearful or of a danger in JB, right? Bro, nothing. My story is nothing.
Okay lah, still scary. Yeah,
right.
still
I mean, because we are on the move, we are on
Yeah.
the vehicle, right? And then there are like other parties involved, So that's the only thing. Like the sense of responsibility to be safe. It was jeopardized a bit. Yeah. So yeah. So it's quite an eye opener.
Yeah.
But thankfully we were not the show off kind.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I've seen before, like Singapore bikes over there where they are a bit show off.
Yeah. Correct.
When they have light bikes or they have fast bikes, they are show off. We were not showy in terms of our bikes lah. Yeah. So yes. So that is the two minor stories that we have, right? So now we're gonna go to a major story that Sam had. It's gonna
Okay lah. I
blow
mean,
your mind.
to us maybe it's major. I don't know. Maybe to other major or minor, it can be subjective, right? So anyway, when I was 22 years old,
Yeah.
my whole family, my parents and my sibling, we shifted to JB. We actually stayed in JB for a good 4 years, and when we just shifted to JB, I think a few months in, we were staying in a landed house.
Gated with a porch.
Correct,
Right?
gated fence, porch, where you can park your car and your bike.
It's like a bungalow semi-D lah, right?
Correct,
Right, yeah.
yes, yeah. So that was already a few months in. I think I've had been riding in and out of JB because I was still schooling, right? So
You're in NUS.
correct, I was in NUS. So day in, day out, in and out, commute, yes, riding. So I thought, I mean, it was okay, right? Everything was okay until one day. What happened was that I was sleeping. My sister was also sleeping in her room, and then suddenly I heard people knocking on my door. Tung, 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 tung. I was like thinking, hey, my house gated. How come got people knock on the door? Then I was like, okay, never mind. Then my sister came out of her room and she called me, hey, someone knocking on our door. Then I was like, okay, come, let's go and see. Then I opened the door. I saw a few guys, and there was some police officers also.
Oh, the police came already?
Yeah, the police already came.
Wow.
So
Still don't know what happened.
yeah, I still don't know what happened. And then they were asking me like, bang, somebody, I think somebody broke your gate. Can you check if you lost anything? So I was looking around. Where's my motorbike? So where's my motorbike? So actually the bike was gone lah. The bike was stolen.
It was a Super 4.
It was my Super 4 that lost the brake caliper, bro. So that Super 4 was really unlucky. Yeah. So of course at that point of time I was devastated, sad. But then so what happened was that, okay, in front of my house there was so-called like a boutique hotel. Okay, and that boutique hotel had a CCTV camera pointing to the road in front of my house lah.
Okay, so the side of the hotel and your house share the same road.
Correct. They share the same road. So that CCTV was pointing there.
And it has your house in its view.
Correct. It has my gate in its view.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened was that the hotel staff realized that the CCTV had been cut.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody cut the wires to the CCTV. So I mean, they lost transmission. So somebody went out to check and they realized that it has been cut. And then they realized that my house gate was open
At middle of the night. Okay.
Yeah. And then of course they were curious. They called the police to check the CCTV and all that. And then they, being good Samaritan, they went to my house and asked if I lost anything, because definitely they knew somebody already break into my house.
Right.
So
A whole bike, bro.
a whole bike, bro.
Started with a small piece.
Started with a small piece,
Years ago.
and then a few years later, the whole bike was gone.
Okay, so you were commuting to NUS almost every day.
Almost every day, yes.
How was your life after that? After you lost your transport.
Yep.
And then
Then I mean, I couldn't buy a bike immediately.
yeah.
So I had to
You can only buy a Singaporean bike, right?
Yeah,
You cannot
correct.
buy- okay.
Yeah, I had
And then what happened? Like, how do you navigate?
I mean, I have to take public transport.
Okay.
And that point of time, my dad had a car also. So every time I want to go to school or whatever, he would drop me off at the CIQ, the checkpoint, the
Before he
JB
goes to
checkpoint.
work,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he would drop me off there. Then after that, I will take the bus.
So
to
you
school.
will you have to follow your dad's timetable lah.
Yeah, correct. I had to follow his
Oh,
timetable.
mafan sia, bro.
Yeah, of course, definitely. But that was for maybe a good 6 months until I had the money to buy another
Wait,
bike.
you commuted like that for 6 months?
I think 4 to 6 months, if I'm not wrong.
Were there times that you commute on your own?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
Like take the bus.
Yeah, of course.
The yellow bus, all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So if my dad can't send me to the checkpoint, then I have to take the cab myself to the checkpoint, then take the bus from there to school.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
For 6 months.
for 4 to 6 months, around there, until I got another bike. And then when I had a new bike, my
this
bike is
trans-
parked inside my house, not at the compound.
Oh, so you now you bring it inside
I bring it in
behind the door.
behind the door.
Okay, so it's not a gate anymore lah.
It's
That's
not a gate,
protecting it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's inside my house.
Okay, but before that, right, were there like any stories of crimes there, theft, this kind of thing
in
in
my
your,
area.
neighborhood?
Not that we know, because at that point of time when it happened, we just shifted a few months. But then I think after a few years, this one I saw it with my own eyes, because beside my house is a kindergarten.
Okay.
So a lot of parents go there to fetch their kids in the afternoon. So this one happened right in front of my own eyes. I was standing near the gate, and then there were a few parents fetching their kids.
Yeah.
And then suddenly just this motorbike came, snatched the parents' bag, and then ride off. I mean, I didn't see it happen then, but I heard like commotion. Like,
As in, why you were turning your back or what?
I think I was talking to my mom or something. At the gate,
As in, you were present,
I was present.
and then you saw the aftermath.
I saw the aftermath. The guy already ride off lah, and then the lady was like shouting.
Is
my
there
bad."
modus operandi rider and pillion?
Yes, that's.
Oh.
I think that's the modus operandi. So from then on, I think.
Okay, wait. Okay, because he's never told me this story before.
Okay.
So what was the scene like? Like what happened?
So it's like very.
Stunned, everybody stunned.
Everybody stunned.
Oh, got kids, bro.
Yeah, exactly, in front of kids, right? Even the kindergarten teacher also was like.
Everybody just like,
It's like I'm like they keep shouting like
tolong. Okay.
I mean, I already wanted to like take something to chase but they were already on the bike. So I couldn't do
my.
anything. They rode off.
Oh, that's scary, bro.
Yeah. It like those kind of women's bag, right?
Handbag,
Yeah,
handbag.
They
Okay.
just
Sling or
they
across
just,
the.
yeah,
Oh wow.
just grab
But
and snatch.
she wasn't flung.
She wasn't. I think she wasn't flung.
She
Wasn't
didn't
flung.
fall or anything like
Yeah,
right.
she didn't
Just
fall. Yeah, I think maybe
stabilize a bit
she
lah.
like
let go.
go,
a bit.
yeah.
Okay.
so it was scary. It happened right in front of me,
Oh.
beside my house.
Oh my.
Then from then on, my house, not compound, the whole how to say, estate.
Yeah.
They
Introduce something.
propose to gate the whole estate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so now it's fully gated?
Yeah. So now it's fully gated.
Oh.
I think maybe 1 year before I shifted back to Singapore,
Yeah.
it's fully gated already.
Do you feel safer? Was it safer then? When
It felt safer lah, because
like a very private estate
correct.
Okay.
Because the road that the road that had the CCTV and my gate, right, is very near the main road. It's like a junction.
Yeah.
Like a T junction. Yeah. So when it was already gated, they closed off that road. So you cannot go out from there. You have to go out from the main gate. And the main gate had security guard lah. So every time people want to go in, if you're not a resident, then you have to so-called like.
But this kind of initiative, everybody has to chip in
Correct. So the whole estate have to chip in
the construction
monthly fees. There's monthly fees, I think.
Speaking about snatching,
I
I got one story. It's not my own story. It used to be my good friend. Lost contact for a while already. So he went in with his girlfriend. So we had like sports training lah. I was in Silat lah, so we had Silat. And then after that, it was his then girlfriend. So he was at he was at an SO. And then after
near
that,
where?
there's a plaza, first exit. Wow, okay, bro, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I mean, I know where is it, but I don't know how to describe. But okay, so now I feel like I want to describe to you, but okay, it's an SO after the first turn. You turn right, you go past KSL, past the KSL junction, and then there will be one SO. Or is it before the KSL junction?
Before lah. That one is the ABMH. That one lah.
There is a Kedai Mamak beside.
Yalah. ABMH Kedai Mamak. Then it's opposite the Plaza Pelangi lah.
Okay, yeah. So if I'm not wrong, if I remember correctly, what he told me was this.
Okay.
This is dangerous, shocking, but funny. So this is a bike. So my friend and the girlfriend was so he pumping the petrol. So the girlfriend got off, right? I think she was standing maybe behind him. So he was pumping, right? So he pumping like this lah. I think, I don't know whether wearing helmet. So there was a bike, a Malaysian bike came, snatched the girlfriend's bag.
Okay. Where was the girlfriend standing?
Behind.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He didn't realize. The girlfriend, because I mean she does silat also lah. So I think there's a bit of like
struggle,
ferociousness about her also. She didn't let go. She got dragged on the
and he didn't realize this happening.
No, she got dragged, and then after that, okay, I can't remember whether she got her bag back or not, but the point of my story wasn't that. But he was like, hey, she got dragged already, bro. Like maybe 10 meters or 20 meters, but still,
he cannot hear.
I'm not sure, but he was wearing a helmet or what? Maybe, I don't know, but he didn't realize. Then she came back, she walked back. Then after that, or eventually he realized. I can't remember, but yeah, then I was like, hey, what happened to you? Like, yeah. So the probably the point is that how funny it was, that how hilarious that he didn't realize. But yeah, so this close friend of mine, yeah, he had this encounter, but when it was unsuccessful with the bag, then the biker and that one ran off again lah. As in, it just rode off again lah. So yeah, it's just it seems to be quite
yeah, I think that place is quite a hotspot.
Yeah,
if you are talking about the same place.
Yeah. I mean, if he told me that it's the same place lah, but I think we are talking about the same place. Yeah. So talking about that, I think snatch thief. Wow.
It also happened to me also. I think that was the last straw before I shifted back. So what happened was that I was riding home. That was on a Sunday at about 8 plus PM. After football, so tired, just wanted to get home to sleep. Not really aware of my surroundings. So just riding.
Football in Singapore lah.
After football in Singapore, yes.
Football match.
So I just passed the JB checkpoint.
B point there lah.
Yeah, just past JB checkpoint, and riding past the Shell and the B point lah, that area. Yeah. So as per normal day, just wearing my fanny pack on. Okay, instead of around my waist, I sling it. Yeah. So that fanny pack actually has a clip. So that clip happened to be at my back instead of my front.
I mean, because naturally also, I believe also, even if like I go overseas or what, the bag itself I will put behind. I will put in front. I won't put behind.
Correct.
Right? And naturally this kind of thing, if they clip, the clip will be behind, right?
Yeah. So unlucky that fanny pack had a clip. Some fanny packs don't have clip.
Oh, they have a strap like
that. Correct. Yeah. So that clip was behind. So I was riding my bike, going quite slow, and then suddenly I felt somebody tugging my back. So my natural instinct was that I thought it's a friend, like wanting to tap my back.
Oh, you don't. Your first instinct is friendly.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Like I thought someone wanted to play a prank on me, just to tap my back, or hey, what are you doing in JB or something like that, right? Yeah. Then suddenly that person snatched away my bag, and then my bag was like going away from me, and I was like
slip through.
Slip through. And like, then when I turned, oh shit, that was
it was a robbery.
It was a robbery. Snatch thief. So it was one guy riding and another guy on as a pillion who snatched the bag, and then instantly I wanted to give chase. But if you know, at the B point, right, there's a chevron. Yeah. So you can go
down or up.
You go down or up.
There.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had to make a split second decision whether I want to chase or not.
Yeah.
So
he went down or he went up?
So he went up. I wanted to chase.
Yeah.
But then I saw behind them, there's actually one more bike following them. So in total there are 3 people and 2 bikes.
So and you felt that they were.
And I felt they were together. They were together, of course. Okay. Yeah, because they were riding very close together.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had to make a split second decision whether I want to go down or go up. Then I thinking 3 to 1, not a good.
And also, if you go up, it gets lesser and lesser, less bustling.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
Yes.
When you pass the Petronas all day.
Because it's already 8 PM on Sunday, so not much cars.
Yeah.
So then I gave up. I just went down. Feeling sad. And
what was inside the bag? Everything.
Everything. My wallet, my phone, my passport.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I mean, that point of time I was staying in JB.
Yeah.
But I still had to go to school the next day.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Monday.
So but I didn't have my passport.
You can't lah.
Right. Can't lah, because I don't have my passport. Right?
Oh my. I mean, what bike were you riding?
I was riding scooter Gilera.
I mean, the bike is capable of chasing
the
bike.
The bike is capable, definitely.
But the split second decision made was in consideration of your safety.
Yes, correct.
Right. Rather than the bike's ability lah.
Yep. In fact, when I went to the police station, the police asked me, why you never he asked me, what bike you riding? Gilera. Then why never give chase? Can chase one what? Cannot lah, sir. 3 to 1, how to chase?
Oh wow. Okay. So then what happened? Like, okay, what's the procedure? Like, let's say if this happens, right? What was the procedure if you lose all this?
Okay, so of course when you lose your phone, you deactivate your SIM card. Lose your wallet, deactivate your cards, credit card, everything. When you lose your passport, you have to go to the Singapore embassy. That point of time it was at City Square. Don't know which level. Very very high floor. I don't know whether it's still there now. Yeah, so Singapore embassy was there. Okay, before that, of course, you have to go to the police station to report. Yeah, then after that, you go to the Singapore embassy. They will give you a temporary slip.
Okay.
For you to go back to Singapore. Make your passport. Then you can come back lah.
So that paper is just a one-way thing.
It's a one-way ticket back to Singapore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does it have like your photo and all?
No, it's just like a signed
written
documentation with your particulars, signed, and I think got the chop or something. Yeah, so they were saying like, okay, this one when you want to go back to Singapore, you have to go to not just the counter, but you have to go to the office to tell that person that you want to go back Singapore. You lost your passport and you want to go back to.
But you have to go to the counter first, what?
Yeah, you have to go to the counter. Then you have to tell the person at the counter that you want to go to the office. To tell them.
Wait, this is the which side?
The Malaysia side.
Oh, the Malaysia side.
Malaysia side.
Okay. So the Malaysia side, a few steps, but quite
Singapore,
fast lah. Quite fast.
Yeah, quite fast. I had to see the so-called the senior officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you got interviewed.
I got interviewed. Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Why like this?
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know whether they believe me.
Yeah.
Because they saw the paper, right?
Yeah.
So they had to like so-called assess whether the paper is legit or not.
Okay.
Because it's from Singapore embassy, right? It's
Yeah,
not from their own government, right?
yeah.
So
the validity of it.
correct. Whether
Okay.
it's valid or not.
Then pop go.
Yeah,
Then when you reach Singapore side.
Singapore side, it was quite seamless.
Okay.
Yeah,
They understand already
they
lah. What's the
understand,
purpose of it?
yeah.
Then after that, you go back to
Then
Singapore.
I went back to Singapore. I had to find a place to stay, because my family all in JB, right?
The house no more for you all to stay.
Yeah, my house no more.
Yeah.
So I had to bunk in with our good friend.
Yeah. And then after that, the process of making
So
a passport, is it expedited? No.
I didn't go for the expedited process lah. I went to the normal one, but I think it took maybe a week or so.
They question you also?
Didn't question me lah. Because I had like police report and everything.
From the Malaysia side?
Yeah.
Then when you come back to Singapore, do you need to make a police report?
I did make a police report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean,
understood lah.
Yeah,
they all
correct.
know
It's
the
just
process.
it's just for procedure.
Formalities lah.
Yeah, formalities.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, okay. And then cancel your IC, driving license,
Correct.
all this, make back
Have
again.
to make new one. Everything make new.
So in that 1 week, it was very administrative.
Very administrative.
Expensive?
Very expensive as well.
Oh.
At that point of time. Yeah. Passport, IC how much already? 100 plus.
Yeah.
Passport 70.
Driving license 50.
Driving license,
all your
yeah.
cards lagi.
Yeah. All your cards.
Wow.
Phone some more. I had to buy new phone.
Oh yeah, you lost your phone. Oh my god.
And there was money in my wallet gone.
Yeah, for what? For 23, 24-year-old. Right, that's
There was $80. That was hard-earned days money, bro.
It's a lot, bro. At 24, really, it's a lot.
No, because that point of time I was working like a part-time, right?
Yeah.
So $80. That $80 was my day's worth of work.
Oh my. Then after that, you continued staying in JB?
Yeah, so that was the last straw that I told my parents. Okay, you know what? I've been a victim of crime in JB for so many times. I think this is the last straw. I mean, not say I don't want to go JB, but I don't want to stay here. I want to stay in Singapore where I don't have to be on my toes all the time. So I told them, you all want to stay? You stay. I'll find my own place back in Singapore. Yeah, so I did for just a few months. Then after that, my parents said, okay lah, fine. You know what? Let's just go back.
So a few weeks after that last incident, you shifted back to Singapore?
I shifted back to Singapore. I found a temporary place to stay. Yeah, and then my parents, while they were trying to buy a house back in Singapore, then I think took maybe almost a year.
Okay.
Before.
But you went off first lah.
Yeah, I went off first. Couldn't stay.
You don't know what else they want to take from you.
Yeah, correct. And then also because that point of time I was already ending my year 4. I was going to start work. Yeah, so
okay.
because when you start work, you have to go to office every day at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Then I didn't want to face the jam also. So yeah, I just want to go back to Singapore lah.
I mean, it made sense lah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Hey, then now, right? You know, like now, or rather after that, subsequently, right? When you go to JB as a day visitor, you know, does it have any effect on you? It
does actually. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a paranoia or traumatized, but you tend to be more on your toes when you're there.
More vigilant.
Yeah, more vigilant. For example, when I see a motorbike, suspicious looking person or people on motorbike, I will already start to check when I'm driving, right? I will already start to check whether my doors are locked before they reach.
From the mirror lah, right?
From the mirror. Yeah. Or if I see like a motorbike pacing back and forth, going one direction and then coming back to the same direction 2 or 3 times, I suspect something is going to happen.
You will pay attention to this
I'll
kind
pay
of things.
attention. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's why I say is always on my toes.
Okay.
So I pay
okay.
attention. Like, okay, I suspect something is going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's just leave this place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. No, because I won't even identify
Yeah,
whether that
correct.
person, you know.
Yep.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's the effect it had on you.
Yep.
But I mean, it doesn't deter you, lah, right?
It doesn't deter me lah. I mean, of course, in Malaysia, I mean in JB, there are also very nice people. People who are willing to go out of their way to help you. For example, my dad. There was one point of time when we were staying there. His motorbike broke down, so he had to push all the way from where he was to home lah, because he didn't want to leave his bike anywhere. Scared like he go lost or something, right? But I mean, when he was pushing, people offered to help him.
Okay.
You know those kind of like how the
they push the
put the
rear full pack.
Yeah. So people offer to help him like out of sincerity.
Yeah.
So these are, I mean, it's not always bad.
I think also fundamentally the people of JB, I would say, that we interact with, like service staff, petrol kiosk, food restaurant, all this kind. They are, I don't feel they treat us differently. I don't feel there is a difference in the way they treat us, Singaporeans. Because I mean, I've eaten at those that are very near to the causeway. I've eaten at those that are a bit far. All these kind of things, right? They treat us like they would treat any
other person,
lah, right? So I feel it's so much nicer to be treated normally. You know, don't need to be extra nice. Also, I feel it's nice.
Correct.
You know, but I personally I don't frequent JB as much as you. But still a considerable amount. Maybe 5-6 times a year, especially buy groceries and all with my family. And when I travel with family, it's like I have a grandma, I have 2 small kids, you know, wife and parents and all. It still feel relatively okay, you know. I don't feel in danger. I don't feel like, I mean, hopefully, touch wood, nothing happen. I mean, hopefully nothing happen. But that's why I say, like, it's quite extraordinary that these things happen to you. And it also, that's why I want to question the psychological effect it has on you.
Yeah, I mean, right. When these things happen, at that point of time you will feel like traumatized, scared. But after a while,
was it anger also?
There was definitely anger, bro.
Anger that you cannot vent out on anybody.
Yeah,
right?
correct. I couldn't vent out. Like I just wish I had grabbed hold of that person and give back one good one. But okay lah, after a while you tend to let go.
Yeah. But okay, with regards to when you bring your kids, do they have a free reign, or they as like macam in Singapore
I mean, with kids, even in Singapore, so I still take close care. Monitor them closely lah. So
okay.
I still practice the same in wherever we go.
Okay, so that concludes all our stories. I mean, hopefully we don't have more of these kind of stories. But if you guys, you have some extraordinary stories, very fascinating stories,
can be good ones as well.
Yeah, it can be really good ones. Just be sure to give us a
share it with us
on our
on our platforms.
And that's it for now.
That's it.
We'll see you in the next episode. Right, bye bye.
See you.